Hello, I wanted to make a video on how to take your valve cover off a Honda Accord 1990 through 93. Oftentimes on the streets these are just referred to as CB7, so if you hear a Honda Accord 90 through 93 and somebody says CB7, that's what they're talking about. So to take the valve cover off, the first thing you want to do is disconnect your negative battery cable. I already did that here. These bolts can be different sizes. In my case, mine was 10 millimeter. That doesn't mean yours, because you can put aftermarket parts on there. In fact, that probably needs to be replaced. But you want to do that for safety. Also, you want to make sure the car is in park and the parking brake's on. And so, the next step is going to be actually taking the valve cover off. First thing I like to do, and I kind of I did this, and then I said I should make a video showing how to, in case people didn't know. So it's not going to be this easy, but I put it all back together kind of. So the first thing I like to do is take the spark plugs out, and these looms, they'll just unclip from there, and right back there in the corner is a good spot for them. So you take your spark plug wires out. Let me see if that's showing up on camera there. Yeah, it should be showing up. These, I just don't mess with these because, 1990, that's a long time ago, and the plastic on these get pretty old and brittle, and if you start taking them on and off a lot, you're probably going to just break these. So I just leave them right there and just be careful with them. The next thing I do is I pull my PVC valve off. You just give that a pop, and it come right out, and just set that off to the side. Then we got this vacuum line here. You just grip this. Mine, you probably can't do it this easy. Just get a pair of pliers. Mine, I can just squeeze it with my finger, and then you pull that off. It's easier for me to get to this end, and plus I won't forget to put the vacuum hose back on, because this is just hanging there. This you'll kind of see because there's a hole up there. So the next thing I want to do is I want to remove this grounding strap. This is just a 10 millimeter bolt. I just unscrew that, set the grounding strap aside, and then I personally like to put it back in so I won't lose that. Get yourself a bucket, and so you can put your parts in. Next thing you want to do is you want to take off these 10 millimeter caps. This is actually holding the valve cover on. Just take them and put them in your bucket. Try not to drop these. This is really hard to find if you drop them in your engine. Again, these are 10 millimeter. And then you got to get these silver caps off, and you want to make sure you don't drop those, because they're kind of a pain if you drop them. Now, if somebody put this on correctly, there's going to be Honda Bond holding this valve cover gasket off, so you won't just be able to pop this off. So you get yourself a dead blow, just give it a good hit right here, and that'll pop it free. And you might have to give a couple of hits, but you'll know when it's free. And then at that point, then that should have loosened these silver caps off, and you take those and throw them in there. Also look on the bottom, make sure the gaskets are good on those, and you do not want to lose these because they're kind of a pain if you lose them. So I'm just lifting it up now. Lifts it out for me. There you go. So at this point you might have to tap a little bit more, get that free, and then now your valve cover should just come right off. And it's a couple things you want to look on here is make sure your PVC valve, that's that center one, the gasket's in good condition. Flip it over, make sure you got your valve cover gasket, looks in good condition, and then you got the spark plug O-ring deals here, make sure those are in good condition. And I highly recommend, if you're going to replace these, don't go aftermarket, just get the Honda OEM ones. They're not that expensive, and especially with the valve cover gasket, that way you don't have to worry about a fit problem, because I've seen other ones that are made in China or something, and they'll be a little bit too long, a little bit too short, but you'll know that the Honda one's going to fit. And even when you put a brand new Honda one, it kind of looks funny and stuff, but it'll eventually seat down right. And if you got an aftermarket one, you're not sure why it's not fitting on there right. It might be off by a few millimeters or something, a few millimeters. Anyway, so that's how, then you just set this aside, a safe spot. That's how you get your valve cover off. So, hope this video helps somebody out. If you like this video, hit a like thing, and please subscribe and see more videos like this, and hope this helps somebody out.